Well, good evening everyone. Sorry for the delay. Sal had stitches in the eye that he was getting seen to. Great fight, great night here at Team Oak. Still undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Up here, of course, the champion, Canelo Alvarez, train ready, Reynoso, Chepo as well. Over to the floor for questions for the champion of the team. Yes, Keith.
Thanks, guys. Canelo, can you tell us more about your hand injury? When you hurt your hand, was it hurt going into the fight? And how did it get worse during the fight?
Hairs everywhere. I had these issues since the Caleb Plant fight. So, and I like, it's okay, later. And then I can really start really bad. I need surgery.
How badly did it hurt you during the fight?
Really bad.
It's broken, right? You think it's broken?
No, it's not broken. It's like a
Meniscus.
meniscus.
It's a wrist injury.
Yeah.
Wrist.
But it's not broken. It's my wrist. Need like a clean meniscus. It's like something like that. Derek, can you explain this?
Yeah,
Come on.
Canelo, how long do you think that it'll keep you out? I mean, do you have an idea if you have surgery, how long it might keep you out of the ring?
Doctor. Explain that.
Sil has a TFCC tear, which is a piece of cartilage within the wrist, which affects the body's ability to mobilize that joint without feeling impingement and sharp pain. If he has a surgery, depending on what the surgeon decides, probably 6 to 8 to 12 weeks, depending on that rehabilitation, if it's successful.
But I'm gonna take my time. My body needs, you know. Last year I fought 4 times in 11 months, so that's why. But I need to take my time a little bit, maybe May, September, I don't know. But I need to take my time.
Nice, Canelo. Just one last question for you. What did you think of the scoring of the fight? Most people seem to think you won by much wider margins than that.
I don't hear the score, really. I just hear them still champion, that's it. Look, I respect the judges, and they see that, it's fine. I'm okay, a win is a win.
Gennadiy, Dan Rayfield. My question for you, Gennadiy, is there are so many years of this rivalry, the bad blood on both sides, you both saying bad things about each other, wanting to knock each other out, and then within 2 seconds when the fight was over, you fall into an embrace. Everything washes away, everything seems like you're friendly again. I wonder if you could just explain or impart upon us, how does that happen where you can have that kind of animosity and that kind of feeling for somebody, go through these 3 fights, and then immediately it's like everything is okay?
Ну, я скажу за себя, да, за себя. Я же не говорил всегда то, что я не чувствовал ту враждебность. Я, как бы он переходил это все на личное, переводил. То есть я же ему всегда говорил, ну, если у тебя есть личное, почему ты ждешь? Ну, то есть, когда ты проявляешь. И в этот момент, когда закончился бой, то есть, глядя друг другу в глаза, то есть, и мы, то есть у него не было претензий ко мне, у меня не было претензий к нему. То есть мы обнялись и обоюдно сказали, поздравили друг друга, обоюдно поздравили и сказали прекрасный бой, ну, в этом плане. Все как-то само собой наладилось. Ну, то есть это, наверное, то отношение, то, когда ты на высоком уровне и понимаешь, насколько опасен вид спорта, и он так проходит. То есть, скажем так, мы оба остались довольны теми отношениями, что между нами сложились.
Let me speak for myself. I've always said that I did not feel any animosity in our rivalry. He was the one who said that it was personal, and my response to that was, why would he waited so many years for this fight to happen? But after the fight, when we looked each other in the eye, we had no claims towards each other anymore. We congratulated each other, we said excellent fight, and we moved on because we realized that at this level, this sport is so dangerous, and we were very content with how this fight played out and how our rivalry ended.
And I have one other question for you, Gennadiy. Everybody knows what happened in the first fight. You were very deeply disappointed with the draw. Most everybody thought that you were the winner in that fight. Second fight, you got the close majority decision. Many people thought it was either a draw or that you were the winner of that fight. This fight was judged a unanimous decision for Canelo. I wanted to know if you feel like you were the rightful loser of this fight and he was the rightful winner of this fight.
Я скажу так, в своих 40 лет я уже понимаю гораздо больше, да, чем в 36. Я и всем желаю так понимать и здраво рассуждать в 40 лет. То есть все мы понимаем, что это за игра и при каких условиях. Скажу так, судьи отдали в ту сторону, то есть это их мнение. Победил Канело, с чем я его и поздравляю.
Well, I'm 40 years old, and I'm probably wiser when I was 36. And so we all understand the rules of the game. We are looking at that from the reasonable standpoint. So the judges ruled in Canelo's decision, and he was announced as the winner of this fight.
Congratulations on victory. My question for you is, you've now had 3 fights with Gennadiy. The first 2, whatever people think of the results of each fight, they were considered highly controversial, whether they thought you won or a draw or that he won. Tonight was the first time where there seems to be clear agreement that whatever the scores were, close or not, you were the clear winner. Can you describe your satisfaction of finishing the trilogy and doing so by having a result in a fight that nobody is going to dispute, that you were the better man tonight, that you were the rightful winner of the fight?
La verdad es que es una satisfacción muy grande, a pesar de, como lo acabo de decir, de todos los problemas que tuve. Es una satisfacción muy grande porque pude demostrar, obviamente no llegó un knockout como quería, porque es un gran peleador, pero para eso somos 12 asaltos, para demostrar quién es mejor. Pude demostrar que soy mejor peleador y me siento muy contento.
It's hugely satisfying to win, as you've said, you know, despite all my problems that I had. I demonstrated in the ring today. Obviously I wanted to get that KO, but it didn't come because he's a great fighter. But I was able to show, that's why there are 12 rounds of the fight, so you can show and display who's the best. So I'm really happy with what I've done tonight.
Y con mi mano, así como la traigo, le ganaba el jab a uno de los mejores jab en la historia del boxeo, que es el de Golovkin.
And you know, with my problems, my hand problems, I out-jabbed the best jabber in the world in Gennadiy Golovkin.
My other question for you, Canelo, is, and I asked this to Gennadiy in his press conference, a lot of the build-up to this fight was about your making it a personal situation, how mad you were at him. You spoke to us about the fact that you felt that he disrespected you. And then as soon as the fight was over, you guys were hugging and kissing like you were best friends. And I wonder, how does that go in your mind that you can go from having that kind of bad feeling to now it's just gone?
Look, I respect him like as a fighter, no? As a person, I don't know. But I'm not gonna put in that level because I consider myself a good person. So I say to him, I'm glad to share the ring with you, and we give the people 3 good fights. And I'm glad to share the ring with him and have these 3 fights. It's gonna be in the history of boxing.
And just one last thing, they said that, did you have to get stitches backstage?
Yeah, 5, 6.
Where were they given to you? Where are they? On your... Okay. Very good, thank you.
Thank you, David. En español.
We're ready, all right. Canelo obviously started in the 8th round. Triple G was able to come on and cause you quite a bit of difficulty. What was the difference for you between the first 8 and the last 4?
Like I say, I get a little tired because I don't be able to train like we always train. But look, I'm happy with my performance today.
And lastly, do you think between the Bivol fight and now this Triple G fight that people your opponents might be seeing ways to beat you and see a strategy going forward where maybe they try to get you tired and come on in the end?
Yeah, look, everybody can see outside of the ring, they can beat me, but very few persons can beat me, so it's very difficult to beat me.
Thank you.
Gennadiy, congratulations. I mean, outstanding 3 fights. I just wanted to ask you, when you get home to the beach at age 40, do you think at all that you will be tempted to reflect upon the fact that you have your health, you just got a massive payday for fighting Canelo again, and you are a champion, and that you may call it a career at that point? Will that run through your mind at all?
Однозначно да, потому что я скажу так, наверное, во мне вот эта вот страсть к боксу еще пока не остыла. В данный момент у меня 3 пояса в 160, мне надо решать свои вопросы. И, ну, я думаю, даже скажу, может быть, немножко громко, я неплохо себя чувствовал, и если вы видели, как бы я, в принципе, даже не пропускал и не устал, то есть я показал, что еще есть силы, чему я очень рад. Где бы я бы ни находился, я, конечно, буду думать о том, как вернуться и с каким настроем.
Indeed, I still have this fire burning within me. I have this ardor and passion for boxing. And don't forget that I have 3 belts in 160. I feel great, like I said. I did not allow any serious shots. And I'm not tired, I'm fresh. I feel the strength, I feel the power within me. And of course, if opportunity comes, I'll be looking to continue to return on the ring.
Hi, Steven Cordeiro, Carolina Sports. Congratulations, Gennadiy, on a good performance. You just said you have 3 belts at 160, but you look great at 168. Do you plan on moving back down and continuing your career at 160?
Ну, опять же, все будет зависеть от предложения в 168, но в данный момент у меня 3 пояса в 160, мне надо будет как-то решать свои проблемы. Ну, не проблемы, а вопросы в 160.
Well, it will all depend on offers that I might receive. At the same time, I have 3 belts at 160, like I just said, so I have certain obligations in connection with that.
Canelo, saludos, campeón, on winning this trilogy with Triple G. You know, I'm sorry to ask you this after you go a hard 12 rounds about what's next, but we know you have talked about the Bivol rematch next, but you've also said you hope Ramirez wins that fight. And if Ramirez wins that fight, you don't want to fight him because you're both Mexican. So at 68, you know, the best fight looks like you and Benavidez. He's born in America, he's half Ecuadorian. So does he count as Mexican, or that fight can happen if you know, in the future?
I don't know. Anything can happen, you know.
But that won't be a reason why I can hold it up that he's Mexican.
Like when I guys, always I say this, you share that video and put whatever you want. When I say I don't want to fight Mexican, it's because I represent Mexico, and that's why. But I don't care. I fight anybody, and I fight all my entire life anybody. What do you think? I don't want to fight with one Mexico, Benavidez. But look, I hear his dad talking a lot of shit. But look, he's accomplished nothing. One single champion, Anthony Derrell. Please, don't disrespect myself. Please, guys. Cuando digo que no peleo con mexicanos es porque siento que yo represento a México. Ellos pueden pelear entre mexicanos, ¿por qué? Porque no es lo mismo que yo. Y no quiero sonar arrogante ni mucho menos, pero yo represento a mi país en todo el mundo. Por eso lo digo. Pero he peleado con los mejores del mundo. Ahora sí, como dice la canción, a los mejores del mundo me les he pegado un tiro. Entonces he hecho muchas cosas en el boxeo. ¿Por qué crees que no voy a pelear con un Benavides? Por favor, no lo hagas. Ahora, escuché al papá diciendo tantas cosas que no tengo por qué hacerle caso, que malas palabras y ofendiéndome. Pero ¿qué ha hecho su hijo? Peleando con un campeón del mundo nada más en la vida y con todos los demás peleadores perdedores. No me falten al respeto con eso, por favor. Siempre, toda mi vida han dicho, ay, que no quiere pelear con este, peleo, le gano y ahora otro, y siempre sale otro. No falten al respeto a mi carrera porque he hecho muchísimas cosas y he peleado con lo mejor del mundo desde que tengo razón.
So it was basically the same answer in Spanish. The gentleman asked the question, but added, don't lack respect when you talk about me. I faced the best out there, and I've never ducked anyone.
Hello, this is Alejandro Ramirez. This is your third fight with Canelo. Fighting at 168, did you feel Canelo stronger, bigger, or anything, or did you feel any difference from this fight from the others?
Нет, наверное, я не хочу сейчас, то есть принижать его победу. Да, он выиграл. Что он выглядел сильнее или быстрее, нет, абсолютно этого не почувствовал. Но скажу так, что он, наоборот, как-то не доносил свои удары, то есть его скорость или его сила, то есть во второй половине. И то есть первую половину мы практически не боксировали, вторую половину началось, когда это все, какой-то контакт, то есть ничего уже не ощущалось. То есть ничем он меня не удивил. 168.
Well, I don't want to belittle his victory, but at the same time, I did not feel that he was any faster or stronger. The shots that reached were not strong enough, and in the second half, he even lost in speed and power, and I think that even in the beginning we did not fight much. Like both of us, you could see that the number of shots thrown were like less than in the second half. But again, I would say no surprises for me at all.
С удовольствием хотел бы, знаете, поблагодарить всех за отличную работу, то есть проведена отличная работа, сегодня был замечательный вечер, грандиозный бой, думаю, так, очень чистый, очень правильный бой для бокса вообще. Я считаю, что даже боксерская какая-то вот сейчас позиция, она возвращается на свои лучшие времена. Так что я хотел бы поблагодарить всех людей, кто работал. Замечательный день сегодня, замечательный вечер. Спасибо всем за работу.
I would like to use this opportunity to thank everyone for all your efforts, for your involvement. You saw a very clean fight, which was a great fight for boxing. And we can see that boxing deserves this. Boxing is being brought back on its positions when it was the best time in history of boxing. And again, thank you all very much.
Hi, thank you guys. Hi, Gennadiy.
So the question there was, you've mentioned that you're going to need time to recover. I suppose.
No more question because I'm a little mad and I'm tired. Thank you.
So the question was, about, you'll obviously need some more time to recover, but thinking about the Bivol rematch and possible other rivals as well, would you like fighters like Benavides and other fighters to fight amongst themselves? And Sal's answer was, they can do whatever they want. At the end of the day, I'm not bothered who they fight. They can do whatever they want.
I don't fucking care.
Ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez.
Gracias. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Sí, le dije, estaba diciendo que quería comprar las Chivas, imagínate, y apenas te conocí hoy.
Okay, guys.